Hi gang, Rob here. It is the afternoon of 28 February 2017. And you are looking at the item that we're going to review today. This is really a marvel of modern sharpening technology. This is the Edgepro Scissor attachment that will fit the Edgepro Professional and now also the Edgepro Apex, and it is a fixture that goes on your Edgepro sharpener to enable you to easily, and I mean easily, sharpen scissors and chisels. It's pretty cool. And it's also, I told Cody, who works for Ben Dale at Edgepro, sort of handles the customer traffic and all the orders and all that kind of stuff. I told Cody, man, this is by far the best engineered and constructed piece I've ever seen from Edgepro. Everything is just completely buttoned up, precisely fit. It's just an excellent piece of equipment. So basically, this plate goes onto your Edgepro unit, the same place as the guide plate does if you're sharpening a knife. And then this piece, the triangular piece, hangs off the front of the machine and mounts the scissors so that the blade is vertical. And then this rod, in conjunction with the normal angle adjustment standard on your Edgepro, slides into a block underneath the Edgepro table, and those two things work in concert to set the angle of your scissors. The scissors are held in place by this clamp, which is adjustable for tension and for angle on the scissor blade with this set screw and then this height adjustment screw. And then the two guides. Notice one is full thickness, one is shaped to kind of a point for the skinny end of your scissors. So they will set both blades identically into the fixture so the sharpened edge meets perfectly. It's just a beautiful thing. This attachment, not cheap. And I will reference the page on Edgepro's website in the description of this video so you can see. But I believe as of the shooting of this video, 135 bucks. I've had this one in for I think 2 or 3 months. Cody sent it to me I think when this version first came out. So they sort of had it debugged. At the time I was still using an Apex sharpener. So the adapter block for the Edgepro Apex was included in this kit. He sent it to me, full disclosure, at no charge for me to use and review. And I don't know if you guys know this, some of you YouTubers might know this. Edgepro rarely gives anybody anything for review. It's not like and guys, I operate a YouTube channel and I sharpen knives almost exclusively on Edgepro equipment, and they never give me anything that's not warranty. So I appreciate Cody sending this along. And however, I am not going to color my review because I got a free scissor attachment. In fact, I don't really even sharpen scissors and didn't have much desire to. So I was happy to do it, and I was hoping I would like it, so I could give this fixture, this device, a positive review. But you will get the plain, unvarnished truth, okay? So what does it come with? Let's set that over here for just a second. So first of all, it comes with that block, which is to retrofit an Edgepro Apex to accept the device. It comes with an Allen wrench to adjust that set screw, and it comes with a riser block. You can tell it's a riser block because it says riser block on the block, and then 2 longer screws to accommodate the riser block. You would use this for very small scissors or scissors that don't come apart. The riser block helps get you the clearance you need to do those awkward sets of scissors. And then the unit comes with this instruction manual. I should always turn my ringer off, shouldn't I? Which in normal Edgepro fashion, and I love Ben Dale for this, he gives clear instructions. Clear instructions. Written in clear English with good grammar and punctuation. Just very well done. Anything you want to know is in there. And then there's a picture of the assembled unit. I just love this picture. Doesn't it have sort of a 1950s vibe to it? You could see this in an old catalog or something. In Popular Mechanics, I love it. And in addition to that, you get, because we're not too bright, most of us knife guys, you get step-by-step picture instructions on how to assemble. And then for those of us, you know, the millennials, we don't like to read stuff. And even, you know, picture books aren't quite good enough for our attention span, so we got a DVD, okay? So yes, it is extremely well made. It is quite attractive with its extruded aluminum components with brushed finishes, and just gorgeous, man. Everything just moves so nicely. Just a dream to use. In fact, let's go to some video now of me actually using the Edgepro Scissor attachment, shall we? Here you go. Okay guys, first thing we got to do before we set up is to disassemble the scissors, okay? So these are a set of inexpensive Cuisinart kitchen shears that go in Heidi's knife block. So let's first pop this little cap off. It's going to expose a Phillips head screw. Man, these things look like they've never been apart. Wow. This is going to require some cleaning and lubrication. Okay. Huh, what do you think? I'm going to have to do a little work after sharpening. So now we can deal with those. And we're going to install the scissor attachment to the Edgepro. So we're going to take off the guide plate, set it off to the side, and down here is the guide block for the scissor attachment. On the professional Edgepro, this comes pre-installed. If you're using an Apex, you'll have to use the attachment provided. And we slide the rod into the block, and then use our sliding set screw for the Edgepro table, and plastic washer and lock nut. And I'm going to assemble both of these loose because we're going to want to adjust for the angle of our scissors after we get them mounted. So this particular pair of scissors, of course, is going to be ground precisely flat on the rubbing surface with the other blade, and then this edge is the actual sharpened surface. And these actually aren't in too bad a shape. I did cut some toilet tissue with them and found them to be lacking, but mostly for demonstration purposes only. They're not really in too bad a shape. So let's go ahead and mount them up. See if I can bring you back here for a little better angle. So we have in the center of our fixture, we've got this sliding clamp. It works a lot like a Lansky or a KME clamp. And then we've got two vertical guide setting slides, I guess you'd call them. So we're going to mount the scissor blade with the rub side toward the Edgepro, which is going to give us an angle in this direction. And we want to set the scissor blade so that it runs fairly horizontal across the surface of the Edgepro. Okay, so that'll work, and that'll work. Okay, so my guides are in place. Now I'm going to tighten down my clamp. Okay. Now what we're going to do is, between the normal angle adjustment standard on the Edgepro and then the angle of this plate as controlled by the guide rod that goes down underneath, we're going to try to match the original sharpened angle of this pair of scissors. And I'm just going to take a wild guess to start here. Well, that was a pretty close guess. Let's see. Okay, I'm rubbing off all my Sharpie. So now I'm ready to sharpen. Just let me get some water mitigation devices here. AKA a towel. Okay, I'm starting with a 220 stone. I don't really need to go to the 120 diamond because I'm not really going to be reprofiling. I'm just going to be cleaning up. And in the instructions, it'll tell you not to use the knob, but to use even pressure on the carriage and on the back of the bar. I think this is more for the stability of the Edgepro unit than really the quality of the edge. And we can cut both on forward and back strokes. And we'll kind of see where we are here. Looks like I got good burr formation along the entire edge. And now we're going to change stones. So I'm going to use my 5/16 drill stop collar to maintain my angle as I change stones. So we're going to set the 220 stone down across the back of the machine, pressing the drill stop collar down on it. And we're going to tighten that up. So we'll use that setting as we go through the stones. I'm going to the 400 now. Set that thing down, let the drill stop collar come to rest on it. And we'll put that in the the unit. By the way, this is not an Edgepro Apex, as you guys are probably figuring out. This is the professional. Just got it a couple days ago. Nifty little ramp thing going on back here. Instead of having a hard stop, it just sort of brings you off the stone. You really don't want to use it for the scissors because you can bang the ramp into the scissor edges. You just saw me do, but we won't be making strokes that long. So now let's hit this with our 400. That's looking good. And now we'll pop in our 600. Okay. That is a beautiful surface. No need to really go, to a super polish on kitchen shears or paper scissors. If you were a barber or a hairstylist and you were sharpening hair scissors, you might want to go up to a, 2,000 or 3,000 grit polish, but no need for this application. So that blade is done in the machine. What we're going to do now is take it out and we're going to dress up that face. The rubbing surface on the other blade. And we're going to do that by taking this 600 grit stone. And I'm going to just sort of lay the scissor blade on the stone and with it flat on the stone, just remove the burr. Also, we'll clean up any little areas of gunk and goo. Now, just because it's me, I'm going to set this blade back in the machine. And just run a couple strokes just to make sure I didn't roll that burr back to the front edge. So all I'm going to do is a couple pull strokes. away from the cutting edge, just to get rid of that burr if it's there. And we're going to call that done. Okay, I'm going to leave you guys behind for blade number 2, and then I'll see you back here for reassembly. Okay guys, I think I've got 2 sharp scissor blades, and you can see that I've cleaned them up a little bit. So let's put them back together and see what we got. I think maybe it might be a good idea for a little Hops lubricating oil in between our blades. Let's see here. I believe that's where we want them. And there's our screw. Well, that's a nasty, rusty thing. Not sure what adjusts these. There must be some kind of a bushing type affair, because it looks like that screw wants to be tight. For those of you who don't know, scissor blades are slightly curved and they're under tension against each other, so they kind of look like this. So they straighten each other out as they rub against each other, and that's what gives you your shearing ability, one blade against the other. Okay, a little more tension. I'm not getting much at the base. There we go, that should be good. Boy, that's silky smooth. I'll see if they cut. Put our little cap back in. Okay, you ready? Got a little Kleenex. Let's see how we do. I'm going to try to put no side pressure. Wow. Pretty good. Let's see how it does on paper towel. All the way to the tip. Look at that. Excellent. Alright, I think that ought to wrap it up. We'll meet you back here at the bench and we'll kind of go over some final thoughts. Well, okay guys, there you got to see a little sharpening demo with the Edgepro scissor attachment, and I think the finished product came out pretty nicely. Here's the thing, this is an extremely well made accessory for the Edgepro. Are they going to sell well? I don't know. You know, most of us don't put much thought into our scissors, do we? You know, if you're thinking of buying the Edgepro scissor attachment because you have one pair of kitchen shears and maybe something that your wife uses to scrapbook that are both dull, you can buy a lot of scissors for the cost of this attachment. However, if you are a professional sharpener and you're using the Edgepro anyway, like me, you know, it never hurts to have new income streams, to diversify the services that we offer. And I've had this for a few months because I wanted to get good at it before I made a video and before I offered scissor sharpening on the channel, or for the TheApostleP knife service. And I think I am to that point. I'm comfortable with it. It does an extremely good job. The neat thing I think about it is that because of the way that it sets a blade with the clamp and then the 2 guides, as long as you make note of where the tip of your scissors is, or you know how far side to side you've engaged that scissor blade into the clamp system, when you switch from one blade to the other, you're going to get exactly the same result. You know, and you saw me go to a deburring pass freehand by setting that blade flat on the 600 stone. When I put it back in, just to make sure that the burr's gone off the sharpened side. No issue with relocating whatsoever. Just well thought out and nicely done. If Edgepro didn't send me this, would I buy one? I guess that's an important question. Would I buy one as a tool in my arsenal for the TheApostleP knife service? I would buy one. I get asked, I don't know, at least twice a month if I do scissors. And, if I charge, oh gosh, my average charge for a knife is probably between 25 and 30 bucks, depending on the knife. A pair of scissors with 2 blades, I think probably 30 for a pair of utility shears, kitchen shears or paper scissors, and maybe 35 or 40 to go to a really high polished edge on some hair scissors. So look for that in my price list to appear soon. And I really have nothing negative to say about this device. How many of us have looked at a pair of scissors and looked at our Edgepro and tried to figure out in our minds, how am I going to make this work? Can I make it do it? Well, this is what makes it do it. Just a really, really well-made tool. And I love Ben's literature. He's just such a great guy. That's all for this one. Just a hearty double thumbs up for the Edgepro scissor attachment. Good stuff. Grace to you and peace, my friends, from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. And remember, the Word and Heidi's kitchen shears are sharp.